That part was so cringy to me too. Like when Charlie got kicked off, it's literally like they introduced themselves and they was like, I love you. Oh my God. Y'all met 4 days ago, twin. You just got here. I ain't gonna lie, like most of America, Love Island has recently had me in a chokehold. I didn't really try to watch this show. I promise you, all the dudes watching this, it was not my intention to start watching this show. What really happened was I was getting a retwist and my stylist had it on. And like most dudes do, when I see a drama TV show, I'm like, oh my God, twin, you can't watch nothing else while you do my hair. But against my manly and dominant brain, I chose to just give the show a chance. It might be kind of good. And I ain't gonna lie, from there, I got kind of hooked. Like, I couldn't put it down. Like, I can't watch the first episode and like not see how it turns out. Like, how do you do that? I'm not even gonna say like it's a bad show, because I ain't gonna lie, like, it's a really good show. Like, it's super, super entertaining. Now, it's a lot of stuff that happens in it that I don't really feel like go with what the show says it's set out to do. The show is called Love Island. And to me, I don't really feel like any of these people are really trying to find love. And when they do try and find love, I feel like they get crucified for it. The biggest example of this is like Jeremiah and Huda. It seemed like on the first episode, like twin, they was almost already in love, bro. And it's like, y'all met each other like 27 minutes ago, bro. How y'all had such deep feelings and deep connections with each other? And plus that, in the first episode, do you know how these people got introduced to everybody? They had to tongue kiss and make out with like everybody. Now, see, a brother like me, bro, I'm not just kissing anybody, bro. I'm not just kissing you on the lips. I don't even know your first or last name, bro. I'm not kissing you, bro. I'm not no kissy type of dude. I don't know where your lips been at. You could have been doing anything before I met you, bro. And you could have anything before I meet you, which has actually been a topic of controversy for the show, because some people think they might be passing something around there. Now, obviously, there's no like real solid proof to that. And ultimately, it is probably not true. But always a possibility. And how could you know that you don't have nothing when you just freely kissing all these people? Bruh, that's just so to me, bruh. I don't understand how y'all just you know, in the show, that was something like Ace kind of called out that was kind of weird, that Jeremiah and Huda had this strange connection from the first part of the show. It's literally like they introduced themselves and they was like, I love you, oh my God. And Ace had a problem with that because he was like, look at this dude, he not even trying to explore no connections. He just in love already. That's weird. I get where he coming from. It is kind of weird that y'all already like this into each other. But brother, ain't the name of the show Love Island? So why are you mad at somebody for completing the objective? That part really ain't make sense to me, but hey, Ace looked like he came out on top too, because if you didn't see him and Shelly, look like they still together after the show went off. So that's a pretty good thing. I wish them the best of luck, not hating on nobody. A lot of the things in the show seem like so forced and so weird to me. Not even just a relationship aspect, just them even just being friends and just so cool with each other off the rip. I don't really understand how y'all are so locked in and y'all just met like 2 seconds ago. All my friends that I have that I act like how these people act like with each other have been my friends for like 8+ years, bro. And I understand to a certain extent, like it's a TV show, it has to be entertaining. But I just don't understand where all these deep feelings come from all out of nowhere. Like when people get voted off, these people are literally crying and act like their literal soulmates just left the island, only for them to start smashing somebody else like 2 days later. Remember the spit start? That part was so cringy to me too, like when Charlie got kicked off, because he's telling that girl, look, when I get off this island, promise me you have not met anybody else. You will not have explored anybody else. Twin, first of all, when she was there, she looked like she was in the middle of y'all anyway, so I don't understand why you have such strong feelings for her. And beyond that, y'all met 4 days ago, twin. You just got here. And then she crying too, like she just ain't say that she was in the middle of them anyway. And looked like she was liking other dude more. She over there crying over dude, and she over there smashing other dude in 2 minutes, bro. As soon as dude was on that boat, heading off the island, bro, she was already spit starting. I know y'all saw that clip. Y'all disgust me. Another weird part about the show, I feel like, was just the over freakily challenges, which I guess was kind of exacerbated by the overly freaky people on this show. It's a lot of points in the show where I literally was like telling my hairstylist, and now that I'm watching it with my girlfriend, I'm like, I just really feel uncomfortable watching this. It literally feels like something that I'm just not supposed to be watching. I don't know if y'all ever seen Luke Dennis's vlog vlogs where all the girls are just coming up to him and being overly going for him. It's like literally the same thing. I just feel like this is just not something I'm supposed to be watching. It's kind of like one of those spicy scenes in a movie. Even if my parents aren't there, I always feel like uncomfortable watching these scenes because I just don't understand why they have to be included anyway. Bro, you could literally just fade to black and we understand what happened. I don't have to see, you feel me, all the that stuff. Back to the quick relationships though, even the relationships seem to be forced. And obviously I feel like a lot of that happens because there is a prize at the end of the show. And I feel like it's inevitable that some people are on this probably strictly for the bread. And the reason I say this is because, bro, everybody on this show is attractive. And I just feel like it's super hard for me to believe that these people cannot find anybody in the real world. Like y'all see it yourself on like TikTok and all the YouTube videos that have been made, bro. Everybody is just fantasizing over Huda. So you telling me Huda in the real world cannot find anybody to like her for real? I just don't buy her, bro. It just has to be for the bread a little bit too. Speaking of toxic Huda, let's talk about her for a little bit. I feel like Huda is probably one of the most entertaining people on the shows to me, mostly because of all the crazy shenanigans she does and how she just yells at people and just does general toxic stuff. And all the girls seem to celebrate it, all the dudes somewhat celebrated too, to be honest. But I feel like that's mostly because she's a reflection of a lot of y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I heard a lot of girls say when they see Huda doing these toxic things, she's acting just like them. So I think that's where a lot of the real relatableness and connection to her comes in. Because a lot of people were mad when Ace and Shelly got voted off instead of Huda and Chris. But honestly, I feel like a lot of people probably kept them too because they really just think Huda is the most entertaining. That's what a lot of y'all forgetting too, bro. This is a show. This is for entertainment. Nobody wants to just watch somebody go on a date, nothing happens, and it's just a good time. Why? Because you can do that in real life. People want to see the drama. People want to see people fight. People want to see the crazy people. That's what gets clicks. That's what gets views. And that's what gets likes. So that's why I don't understand why y'all are surprised that they voted the rational people off. I want them to just keep the people who are not going to do anything on the show. I wouldn't even want to watch that, if I'm being honest. The other reason I say this show really ain't about love, bro, is because not only do you have to make a connection, but just like I said earlier with keeping it entertaining, you really have to convince the audience to like you, which is something that I feel like Huda has mastered, maybe on accident or maybe on purpose. See, even if you find a perfect connection, if the audience outside doesn't like you, you're not staying on the show. They have a say on who goes on the chopping block too. And I know that's something that really has to stay on the people in the show's mind, but obviously it's a game show. It's a reality show. If they wanted to find love without any other outside factors, they just would have went on Tinder. And I'm not mad at them for doing it, possibly find a partner and get 100K in the process. Who am I to judge? I might sign up. No, I'm just playing. I already got my girlfriend. I already got my love. Which whom, like I said previously, I ain't watching the show with and admittedly have not been able to finish yet because we watch shows at the speed of maybe one episode per week, it seems like. But hey, that's a story for a different day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pleasantly surprised with Love Island. I like the show and I'm probably going to tune in next season. I definitely made a fan out of me. To the audience of the show, don't expect the show to be something it's not. The show is not about love, and you need to just accept that. Most people do, but to the small fraction of people who don't, just realize that this is all entertainment. And as a consumer of the show, I feel like there is nothing wrong with that. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you for watching. Please tune into some of my other videos. You might like them too. Thank you for tuning in with me today. See you next time.